Bringing Up Bates. Alyssa Webster shares thoughts on baby number 5. Bringing Up Bates star Alyssa Webster is speaking with fans about her plans for the future of her family. What does she think about baby number 5? Keep reading to get all of the details she spilled so far. Alyssa and her husband, John, currently have 4 little girls. They seem to love life with their 4 daughters. If you haven't been keeping track, here are their kids' names and ages. Right now, Alyssa is not pregnant, or if she is, she hasn't announced it publicly. Because her kids are close in age, and she's one of 19 kids herself, fans are curious about what the future holds. Fortunately, she shared where she stands and gave fans some insight into what she thinks about having more kids. On her Instagram stories on Thursday, June 16, Alyssa Webster posted a question box so fans could submit questions for her to answer. It looks like she received a good number of questions from her followers. She then answered several of them while getting ready for the day. One fan was curious about John and Alyssa's plans for their family. They were curious to know whether the couple is considering having another baby or if they're done after having 4 kids. In response, Alyssa Webster explains, "To be honest, this is a really hard question for me. John really doesn't care. He says that it's up to me 'cause I'm the one that's having the children." She admits that she's really torn. She says that she would like more and to have a big family. In the past, Alyssa has shared about her difficult pregnancies. Because she's been so sick during her pregnancies, she's on the fence about going through it all again. She says that she's typically bedridden for months. In conclusion, she says, "We love where we're at." So, it sounds like the Websters still have some decisions to make regarding the future of their family. It doesn't sound like Alyssa is in a big rush to add another little one to her family thought. So, fans will have to wait and see what happens moving forward. So, do you appreciate Alyssa Webster's openness and honesty about her thoughts about expanding her family? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And come back to TV shows Ace for the latest Bringing Up Bates updates. Bringing Up Bates pictures give clues Katie Bates pregnant. The Bates family has long captured the hearts of reality TV fans with their warm, faith-centered lifestyle and massive, ever-growing family. As stars of Bringing Up Bates, the 19 siblings and their ever-expanding web of spouses and children have kept fans guessing and invested in every major life event. Whether it's a courtship, engagement, wedding, or baby announcement, the Bates clan never stays out of the spotlight for long. One family member who's been sparking significant attention lately is Katie Bates Clark, the 10th child of Gil and Kelly Jo Bates. Since tying the knot with husband Travis Clark in December 2021, the pair has built a strong online presence, often sharing glimpses of their life through YouTube and Instagram. And now, speculation is brewing once again. Fans believe Katie might be pregnant with baby number 2. But is there any truth behind the whispers? Are recent photos from the Bates family subtly revealing a pregnancy announcement in the works? Let's dive into the clues that have the Bringing Up Bates fandom buzzing. Before analyzing the potential pregnancy clues, it's worth revisiting the timeline of Katie and Travis's relationship. Their story began in the uniquely wholesome, intentional way fans have come to expect from the Bates family. The two began courting in 2019, and in April 2021, Travis proposed with a romantic rooftop setup in Key West. Their wedding, held in December 2021 in Tennessee, was a lavish yet heartfelt affair. Since then, the couple has split time between Tennessee and New Jersey before ultimately settling in Knoxville. The Clarks' YouTube channel and Instagram accounts have become the go-to spots for updates on their home renovations, date nights, travel adventures, and, most notably, their journey into parenthood. In February 2023, the couple welcomed their first child, Haley James Clark, a beautiful baby girl whose arrival was met with joy from fans and extended family alike. Since then, Katie has embraced motherhood, fully sharing candid moments of life as a first-time mom, from milestones to struggles. One of the first things eagle-eyed fans noticed recently in the Bates family's shared photos is Katie's choice of clothing. In several group pictures posted to Instagram, whether during family outings, church services, or special events, Katie appears to be favoring loose-fitting tops, flowy dresses, and high-waisted silhouettes. While a preference for modest fashion is not new in the Bates family, fans argue that Katie's wardrobe lately seems particularly designed to conceal her midsection. One particular photo, posted in late May, features Katie wearing a floral dress with an empire waist. Her hands are folded just above her stomach, and her expression is glowing, a detail some fans interpret as more than just good lighting. Of course, fashion alone doesn't confirm anything, but in the context of the Bates family, where fans have previously predicted pregnancies based on similar wardrobe adjustments, it's enough to raise eyebrows. Katie and Travis are usually quite open with their audience. Their YouTube channel often features weekly vlogs, Q&As, and updates on their lives. But in recent weeks, there's been a noticeable slowdown in their posting frequency, especially when it comes to personal content. Their latest vlogs have focused more on older footage, family gatherings, or generic lifestyle topics, rather than day-to-day updates or close-up shots of Katie. This lull in content has prompted fans to wonder, are they holding back on purpose? In the Bates fan community, a period of silence or less frequent posting often precedes a major life update. Whether it's a courtship announcement or a pregnancy reveal, followers of the family know that the Bates tend to go quiet just before sharing big news. Could this pattern be repeating itself with Katie and Travis? When Haley turned 1 earlier this year, the Clarks hosted a sweet birthday party filled with family and friends. Photos from the party showed a delighted baby girl enjoying her cake and balloons, but fans also paid close attention to Katie's appearance. Once again, she chose a floaty, pastel-colored dress that many interpreted as subtly concealing a baby bump. Additionally, some followers claim to see a bump in profile shots from the party, though lighting and camera angles made it difficult to say for certain. Others pointed out that Katie appeared slightly more subdued in energy compared to her usual bubbly personality, perhaps a sign of early pregnancy fatigue. While these interpretations are speculative at best, they follow a pattern that Bates watchers have seen before. Previous Bates daughters like Alyssa, Erin, and Josie have all fielded similar fan theories based on their appearances during family events, many of which eventually proved accurate. Another place fans have been searching for clues is in the posts and stories shared by other Bates siblings. For a family so large and interconnected, it's not unusual for one member to slip up and accidentally reveal a secret before an official announcement. This has happened before, most notably when a family group shot was posted and later deleted after eagle-eyed fans spotted a subtle baby bump on one of the sisters. Recently, Keilen Bates Stewart posted a group picture from a girls' day out that included Katie. While the caption didn't say anything specific, fans noticed that Katie was again dressed differently than the others, in a loose, neutral-colored top with her hand subtly placed near her stomach. Comments on the post included speculative emojis and well wishes, some of which were later deleted or not acknowledged. It's hard to say whether these are intentional breadcrumbs or genuine oversights, but in a family as high-profile as the Bates, no detail escapes fans for long. While Katie has remained relatively quiet, Travis Clark has occasionally teased big things to come. In a recent Q&A session on Instagram, when asked about future family plans, Travis smiled and replied, "You never know, we love surprises." Though he didn't confirm anything directly, his tone was playful, and fans interpreted it as a cryptic hint. He also mentioned that their YouTube channel would have some exciting stuff coming this summer, which immediately set off speculation about a pregnancy announcement video. The couple has documented many life milestones on their channel before, so it would make sense for a new baby to be part of their upcoming content plans. As much as fans love to speculate, it's important to recognize that these clues, outfit choices, social media silence, cryptic comments are just that, speculation. Katie may simply prefer comfortable fashion post-baby. Her online absence might be due to nothing more than a busy toddler schedule or needing rest. Additionally, Katie has always emphasized wanting to enjoy each phase of life intentionally. After having Haley, she expressed her desire to adjust slowly to motherhood and not rush into the next big change. If that's still the case, she and Travis may simply be enjoying time as a trio before expanding their family again. It's also worth noting that pregnancy is deeply personal. Even in a public family like the Bates, the decision to share news or keep it private belongs entirely to Katie and Travis. If Katie is indeed expecting, it would follow a now familiar rhythm in the Bates family. Several of her sisters had children spaced closely together, with many of them welcoming their second baby within 24 months of their first. Erin Payne had 5 children in rapid succession before stepping back due to health concerns. Alyssa Webster has 4 daughters and is currently expecting her 5th baby, with each child spaced about 2 years apart. Josie Balka also had her daughters close together, and her subtle announcements have been fan-detected in the past. Katie, at 24 years old, would be following a similar path if she were pregnant now. For fans familiar with the Bates timeline, the math checks out. So, is Katie Bates pregnant? Right now, we don't have a confirmed answer, and the Clarks haven't made any official announcements. However, the clues are intriguing. A change in wardrobe, reduced public appearances, subtle social media hints, and a possible glow that longtime followers have come to associate with early pregnancy stages. One thing is for certain: if Katie is expecting, the reveal will be done on her terms, likely with a heartfelt video or Instagram post. Until then, fans will have to keep watching, waiting, and respecting her privacy. Whether or not a baby announcement is coming soon, Katie and Travis Clark remain one of the most beloved couples in the Bringing Up Bates universe, and whatever comes next for them will surely be met with excitement and support from their loyal fanbase. Kelly Bates sends love overflowing for Lydia. In the gentle ebb and flow of life, there are rare souls who make the world feel warmer just by being in it. Kelly Bates is one of those souls. Known for her gracious heart, unwavering kindness, and nurturing spirit, Kelly has never needed a spotlight to shine. Her light simply emanates from who she is. And when she speaks of someone she loves, that light grows even brighter, more radiant, more encompassing. Today, that light pours endlessly, overflowing with affection, admiration, and pure love, all for Lydia. Lydia isn't just someone Kelly knows, she's someone she cherishes, someone who has woven herself into the very fabric of Kelly's heart. Over the years, Lydia has become more than a friend, more than family. Even she has become part of the emotional architecture of Kelly's world. When Kelly speaks of Lydia, her voice softens, her eyes brighten, and her entire demeanor changes. That's the power of true love, not just romantic love, but the rarer, deeper kind, the love between two people who recognize each other's souls and offer their hearts without condition. To understand what Lydia means to Kelly, you have to first understand the kind of woman Kelly is. A matriarch in every sense, Kelly embodies grace. She is generous with her time, patient in the most trying moments, and infinitely supportive. She's the kind of woman who remembers birthdays, notices when someone's spirit is low, and makes it her mission to lift others up, always with a sincere word or a comforting gesture. And yet, it's not in grand declarations or loud displays that Kelly shows her love. It's in the quiet moments, the phone calls that last longer than expected, the letters written in the quiet of the night, the prayers whispered for someone else's peace. Lydia entered Kelly's life like a beautiful whisper, soft but undeniable. Whether it was through a shared moment, a kindred interest, or a divine crossing of paths, what began as a simple interaction soon grew into a bond unlike any other. There was something about Lydia, something radiant and grounding. Lydia is someone with strength tucked beneath her softness, with wisdom embedded in every word she chooses carefully. She is the kind of person who listens more than she speaks, but when she does speak, her words land like gentle truths. To Kelly, Lydia became not only a friend, but a source of deep inspiration. Kelly often reflects on how Lydia handles life's hardships. She sees in Lydia a quiet resilience, a way of holding space for both sorrow and hope without letting either consume her. It's in this balance that Kelly found admiration. She would often tell others, "Lydia has this way of making even silence feel safe. With her, you don't have to pretend." And truly, that was Lydia's gift, creating emotional sanctuaries for those she loved, without needing recognition or return. When Lydia went through a difficult season, one of those moments that life throws at even the kindest among us, Kelly was there. Not because she had to be, but because she couldn't imagine not being. She was there with warm meals, with scripture tucked into cards, with long drives just to sit beside her. Kelly believes love is a verb, not something said, but something done, and she showed Lydia that love every single day. It wasn't always about difficult times, though. Kelly and Lydia have shared laughter that rings through the walls like wind chimes in a breeze. They've shared inside jokes that make no sense to anyone else, but still crack them up to tears. They've stayed up late talking about the meaning of things, of life, of faith, of purpose. Kelly often says some of her most grounding moments came when she and Lydia sat together with a cup of tea and nothing but time. In Lydia, Kelly found someone who understood the unspoken, someone who could finish her thoughts, someone who never judged the messiness of emotion, but embraced it as part of the beauty of being human. What stands out most in Kelly's love for Lydia is its purity. There is no envy, no burden, no expectation. It is a love built on shared spirit, mutual respect, and unwavering support. Kelly often writes about Lydia in her journals, reflections on their conversations, prayers for her well-being, moments that left a mark. In one entry, Kelly wrote, "I thank God for Lydia every day. She is one of the rare ones, the ones who remind you what love looks like in action. Steady, quiet, never failing." Even now, with time passing and seasons shifting, Kelly's love for Lydia remains unshaken, perhaps even stronger than ever. She continues to send her love, overflowing in the ways only she can. Through early morning texts with gentle reminders, "You're strong, you're loved, you're not alone." Through little surprises sent in the mail, a book, a scarf, a quote clipped from an old magazine, always something that speaks straight to the soul. Through prayers, so many prayers, spoken into the stillness with Lydia's name wrapped in them like petals around a flame. Lydia, for her part, has always received Kelly's love with the same grace she gives. She never asks for it. She doesn't need to. The connection between them is its own language, and love is the only dialect it knows. When Kelly falters, as even the strongest to Lydia is there, quiet, constant, and full of faith. Their relationship is a dance of giving and receiving, of holding and being held. There is no keeping score. There is only presence, and a commitment to keep showing up for each other. Others who witness their bond often say it feels like watching something sacred. It's the kind of connection that makes people believe in goodness again. In a world that sometimes feels too fast, too harsh, too noisy, Kelly and Lydia are a reminder of what truly matters: love, friendship, loyalty, faith. And so, today, Kelly sends her love overflowing once more for Lydia. Maybe it's in the form of a letter, folded neatly and left where Lydia will find it when she needs it most. Maybe it's in a phone call, where words are few but meaning is vast. Maybe it's simply in a thought, a silent vow that wherever life takes them, her love will follow. Always. She sends this love with all the tenderness of a mother's hug, with all the warmth of summer sunlight after a storm. She sends it with her whole heart, because Lydia is part of that heart now, always will be. To the world, they may seem like two women, two friends, two hearts walking side by side, but to each other, they are anchors, mirrors, soft places to land. Kelly Bates sends love overflowing for Lydia, and in doing so, she reminds us all how powerful, how healing, how utterly transforming love can be when it is given freely, wholly, and without condition.